Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys I'm with my friend Suji, and we're profiling his Blue Eyes deck that he won today at Locals. It's a different variation of Blue Eyes. I know you guys probably, you all love Blue Eyes, you said, so I thought let's show you a different variation of Blue Eyes. So I hope you guys all enjoy it.
Hey guys, I've been playing this deck for the last month or so. Honestly, I love it. I've been kind of doing a lot of uphill with the deck, and I've got a lot of interesting tech choices and everything, and it just works smooth like butter. It just works absolutely amazing. Honestly, this is the most fun I've had in a while playing a deck since Cosmos when they first came out.
What were your matches?
This deck is pretty fair, believe it or not. Honestly, the only ceiling in the deck is all in the spells and whatnot, so I don't know. In the future, the deck will probably just get like outscaled. But right now, the deck is so much fun. I love it. It's just so much fun right now. I don't know. I can do aggressive or control, whichever version, my beautiful tokens.
Can you see well, Suji, on the screen?
Yeah, so get the tokens out of the way.
That's cool.
So I'm running a 44 card deck. I'm gonna go through everything real fast, and then I'll go into the explanation for my tech choices and things like that. But I've just only made one slight difference to the deck, but mostly the deck has been same for the last month, and honestly God, I've been so happy with this deck. It's just amazing, honestly. I guarantee you, if you guys play it, you'll have a lot of fun. 2 white spirit, 3 alternate dragon, European by the way, 3 blue eyes white dragon, original art, 3 sage, also the European, 3 white stone. So these are European as well. I don't know if you guys can see like how different they look compared to the American version. Like you can actually see the stone is like actually a little bit darker. Oh god, I can't get it in front of the camera to save my life. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Sorry about that. The white stone of ancients, or white stone of legend. I think this is good at 1. It actually helps you search. It's actually pretty good. I like this. And I had too high of a tuner count before, so I don't know. I think this is good. You still need it. One Veiler. Some people are cutting this card. They don't like it, but honestly, I think this deck needs protection. It's actually crazy, but you really do need protection. The Fabled Cat Sith, I'm maining this card. I think you should too, because everything is starting to become degenerate, and so for you guys, if you don't know what it does, it says, here you go, sorry.
I'll read it for you. It says, when this card is destroyed, discarded to the graveyard, select 1 face-up card on the field, destroy it. So it helps you get around floodgates and everything.
So basically, people are starting to main Jalgins and things like that. Vanity's Fiends are actually starting to become a huge problem, and it's just there's just so much degeneracy. The deck is really good at fighting through back row, but the problem is like a lot of times you can't even fight through it. So this is searchable out. This is searchable out to a lot of monster floodgates. So it's like for Jalgin and random garbage, and I'm so happy with this decision.
So it also gets rid of back row and stuff like that too.
I started running this like 2 weeks ago, and I've been so happy with it. It's just helped me like win pretty much like most of my game ones.
Yeah, I'm even testing it.
2 Gamma Seal. I was running sorry, I should go into more explanation later. 2 Maxi, you should run it. You actually should run it. So there's a reason why I went into 3 Trade-In, 3 Pot of Desire. I'll go more to describing if you don't want to run it, etc. I understand it's very expensive. 3 Melody, 3 Return Dragon Lords. There's actually also Euro print. It looks very different compared to
darker.
No, it's actually lighter. It's like teal. Yeah, it's teal. The American version is actually lighter. So,
interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and luckily there's a guy getting rid of his deck, and we just kind of traded. 2 Twin Twister, 1 Rigeki, 1 Silver Scry, 1 Dragon Shrine, 1 Card of Consonance, 1 Soul Charge. For the traps, 2 Wind Blast, 1 Vanity, Skill Drain.
Yeah. Skill Drain?
Yep, Skill Drain.
Oh, because you do have big beaters.
I'll explain why.
Okay.
I'll explain everything.
Oh, by the way, that's my skill drain. I forgot.
What up?
That's my. Isn't that my skill drain?
Yeah, that is your
Okay.
skill drain. Thanks, Seto. for
No problem. I just remembered that. I was like, oh,
It
that's fine.
actually got me a game today.
Sweet.
So it wasn't for Seto, I don't know what would have happened. In my darkest times, I thought of Seto, and following turn, standby phase, I flipped it. Yeah, so, oh god, my cards are like everywhere. Sorry, I gotta
You're
get
good,
an
man.
order for you guys so I can go into just grabbing some of
At
my...
least your sleeves ain't dirty like mine.
Try to fix it for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
by
that's
the
good.
way, I'll be getting new sleeves, folks, but for right now, I'm poor.
There you go.
Alright.
So you got. You're doing good.
Alright, so for the extra deck, it's 15, so 2 Spare Dragon. So I don't know if you can see these Spirit Dragons are also blue, the European, as well as the Azurais. 2 Azurais, 1 Moonlight, 1 Stardust Spark, 1 Chrysowing, 1 Divine Knight, Felgrand, number 38, Heraldic Overlord of Heliopolis. So if you guys can see it, this is actually German. You see how nice the European gold rares look? They have a
They look
pure
better,
gold
actually.
border, and like the whole dragon is blue, right? But that doesn't matter. Look at the border. Like our card looks so dirty in comparison to theirs. It's like disgusting.
Listen.
Number 46 helped me win so many games at like several other locals. Holy shit! Like this card, just people don't know exists. Galaxy of Cypher Dragon, one of the MVPs. I actually considered running 2 of this card. Card is fucking broken, man. Card is insane, dude.
You can steal
Like,
exceeds
a lot of
and
times
then.
BAs are playing around 1 of this, and I think like they'll never. Actually, they won't play around the second one. They'll just lose. I want to make this too, but I don't know. I have to figure it out. One number 62 helped me get over a train. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Galaxy Eyes, full on plate, and
Dark Matter.
Dark Matter. Look at this. He's also like
European,
blue, and it's like full gold, right? And I was like, Jesus, what is Konami doing with ours? So these are the 3 cards I actually like wasn't sure. One, I was testing this. I actually want to run this in for a mirror, but this specifically for the mirror, I want to run this in. One of these, I kind of cut like today, and I kind of want to main this guy again. This guy's actually insane.
Good,
He's
yeah.
actually very good in the mirror. I'll go and explain why. I actually won a game last week at Island Games locals, like the best locals in Virginia. Yeah, so this guy's insane. A lot of people don't know what any of them do. Yeah, so that's the 15 card extra deck, but I've got to like decide what to run for these guys. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta like change it up a little bit, I feel. So for the side deck, it's 15 cards, 3 anti-spells. This is actually for the mirror match and as well as pendulums. I think I'll just like, yeah, I'll still go through all my cards, I guess, real fast. Then
Yeah, you got this. The batteries are gonna die, man.
Dark Hole, Twin Twister, Gamma Seal, 3rd Gamma Seal, 2 Denko, 2 Flying Sea, 3 Ghost Ogres, and 2 Allied Justice Cycle Readers for the mirror match. Alright, so real quickly, I'll go back into the deck and explain what all that is. So
You got probably 2 minutes,
Yep,
Suji.
that's fine.
The battery's gonna
So
die,
these
man.
are all cards, standard,
Sorry about rushing him, man.
standard.
Sorry about
one
rushing him,
Baylor,
guys.
'cause, you know,
Battery.
obviously need protection. 1 White Stone. This card is to out like Jalgans and random degenerate garbage. It's like the searchable outlet of the deck. 2 Kaijus, because the deck is I plan to go second in the deck pretty much every time. This is actually just very good. And I sided 1 out and added in a Regeki because people are starting to really add in degenerate cards like Jalgans. And Metalfoes is starting to become very popular now. 2 Maxi, because you should run it in every deck. 3 Pot of Desire, this card's actually insane. It's insanely free. You search out all your blue eyes in the deck. All of them. And then you just draw cards for free. Because when you have searched out everything out of the deck, like there's really nothing else left in the deck anymore. They're all combo pieces that require that get you there, get you the blue eyes cards. But when you like search and whatever, like you have pretty much a bunch of 3-ofs. So
How many cards are you running the deck against, Suji?
44.
44?
Yeah,
Okay.
3 Melody.
Oh yeah, because the desires.
For your turn. 2 Twin Twister. Again, I actually made this because I don't want to lose to back row. So it's actually insane. The card's insane making it. 1 Dragon Shine. Yeah, I side this card out a lot. I even side out this because it's not really an engine card. Like some of the people don't even run them, so I just run them because like Dragon Shine some of the time going first, pretty insane. Regeki. It's like what I took out the 3rd Gamma Seal for to out like degenerate stuff like Vanity's Fiends and and Jalgans. Soul Charge, I happen to draw that card a lot because when you draw a lot, you do see good cards. You know, one card of Consonance. I'm only doing one. 2 Wing Blast to out like pretty much like all the degeneracy. Card's amazing. It's an amazing protection card for the deck. 1 Vanities. This is an auto win.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 1-card auto win. So you just if you have it changes your entire game 1 basically.
Even if you have like a spark,
or it's like late game when they have no monsters, you should prioritize summoning Spirit Dragon whatever way you can, and then you tag out Spirit Dragon for Stardust Spark Dragon. You protect Stardust Spark Dragon from Spirit Dragon's effect during the end phase with its own effect.
Or gospel.
Or gospel,
Yep.
yeah.
And during the draw phase, you just flip Vanities, and that should be game. And like really, that's
if they have not like no special
Long
summons.
story short, that combo says your opponent either has to outspark without special summoning, or they're going to have to.
It's really hard.
MST
They can.
Yeah.
They can.
Twice.
Not, especially not game 1. So game 2 and 3, you want to try to ask for them to side this card out. Okay. Even if they don't, whatever. I just like happen to draw it and I just hack. All right. So for the extra deck, so these for Galaxies. Number 38, number 46 for the mirror match. 38 is actually pretty good. I actually lost a game versus my friend Will here at the locals. But yeah, one Heliopolis. Honestly, I don't think this card's necessary, but he did come up today, and he's actually not
good.
bad.
He's good.
He sometimes can sack your opponent. Start a Spark because you have to do the Vanity Lock. It's actually pretty insane. One Felgrand is actually very good versus Rogue deck stupidness. Crystal Wing, pretty fucking insane. To make Crystal Wing more consistency, I had added this in, but I don't know. I want to like really sit down and think about working on my deck. This is why this was there, to help you consistently make Crystal Wing, and then you could just loop with the rival spell Crystal Wings over and over. 2 Azurize, this Moonlight, 2 Spirit Dragon obviously. Lancelot was pretty insane. This is 100% I think going back in. This is a card I was testing today by having it in my deck. This is to break like huge Blue Eyes boards. Lancelot is pretty good, like in the mirror match especially, because your opponent can't really tag out Spirit Dragon, and especially during the damage step, they can't tag it out either because you're not allowed to use it during the damage step. So Lancelot can kill Spirit Dragon in the mirror. So for the side deck, Cycle Readers. Cycle Readers actually, right now I'm thinking maybe for APCs, but it's definitely for the mirror.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like 3 Ghost Ogre, because I'm going to be running 3. This is pretty much needed going forward for like a lot of shit. Pendulums are starting to become like a huge problem now. This is like the deck's answer to like a lot of the pendulums. So depending on if you play Burning Abyss at your locals and things like that, yeah, you're going to need this basically. You can also Moonlight this back to your hand. This is why it's so nice. So keep that in mind. 2 Denko, because I just go off. I just summon Denko, and they have strikes, and strikes are becoming popular again. Strikes actually pretty much the best card versus Blue Eyes, so you gotta keep that in mind. This is for strikes, so you don't get strike. I don't know. If you don't see Twin Twister, you have to run like more outs than just Twin Twister.
Yeah, I agree with that.
1 Gamma Seal. This is the 3rd one. All right, so this Gamma Seal is gonna be. I think I actually just want to run 3 of this. I don't want to run 1 Gamma Seal anymore because the Magic Spectrum decks, which is actually your first matchup, the Pendulum matchup, the new one with Jalgans and things like that, is so much degeneracy that you actually like. They'll side in 3 wind statues. So the only reason why I have level 8 kaijus is for trade-ins and things like that, and it breaks like boards going second. So this wind kaiju will help you out the barrier wind statue, since like I think this is a new tech nobody's catching on to yet. So yeah, you might want to pick this card up before it like goes up somewhat in price or someone buys them all out. It's actually pretty good. Blue Eyes deck will have no problem outing this card. Dark Hole. So second Dark Hole is for the mirror, as well as like just like, you know, Jalgan locks and garbage like that. 3 Typhoon. These are for metal foes like pendulums and anti-spell BA, when like they set a bunch of back row and stamina phase, they anti-spell you, so you don't lose to that. Let's see here.
Everything?
The 3rd Twin Twister.
Dark Hole.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. This is not it. That was. There were only 2 Drageki Dark Hole and 3 anti-spells. Yeah. Anti-spell is like for going first versus the mirror. By the way, a lot of the mirror matches they want you to go first. This is why I cite this in for the mirror specifically. You win the game, man, and especially versus Pendulum Saga win. Even though you have a good matchup versus Pendulum, they were main deck outs now to Spirit Dragon. This card is actually just broken. This card is just broken. Just understand this. Versus DDD versus everything, they set all the shit face down. You Twin Twister. You start banishing the Spirit Dragon. Man, the combo's real. I actually locked Will out with that, doing precisely that earlier today, which you guys can see in the duel that Seto put us on. So these are like honorable mentions right here. 3 Chaos Hunter, this is the card you run versus ABC.
Yeah.
So your deck actually has a pretty bad matchup versus ABC. However, ABC just straight up loses to Kaijus. So I don't know if a lot of ABC players won't even know. They'll just like sit on the boss monster. So what you do is when they summon like Tsukiyomi turn 1, you just discard the card from hand and just special summon this. This card's actually insane versus ABC. So this card's also gone up because of that reason. Because like OCG runs it as a way to deal with ABC going first. So you just make this versus them going first when you see them do Bujinte Tsukiyomi and just win the game. Not even kidding. Yeah, so that's it, you guys. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this deck, and I've tried to like do a lot of experimental things. I really do like it, like my way, the way I've set up the deck. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. Honestly, God, you're probably gonna sack a lot of locals if you actually play this build. But I don't know about big events. I mean, they're a lot more like better. I guess I don't even know if I should say better deck lists, but because too many people's regionals and things like that are playing Blue Eyes, so obviously like some players are on top of it. So yeah. Yeah, I love this list. So far, it's just
Thank you very much, man.
It's been super consistent. And for those of you that don't have Pot of Desires, you can just run multiples of Card of Consonance, and you can just basically Card of Consonance. You can do like a third Wing Blast and things like that. You don't necessarily need that card, but honestly, that card is super free in this deck. It's to help me win so many games. That's also one of the reasons why I run 44 cards, because I run 3 Pot of Desires. Just give it a shot. Believe it or not. Trust me, you'll like Pot of Desire a lot. There's a Blue Eyes player I just absolutely beat. Really good player, by the way. I know that guy. This was at Squabbles, and he was really salty. He was actually really upset because apparently I never banished I never banished my Blue Eyes, even though I resolved 2 Desires. And I was like, dude, how could I banish my Blue Eyes when I searched them all? Like, why are you so upset? So he was actually really sad. Like, he was actually upset visibly. So that was actually really funny. That was the day on Sunday at Dream Wizards in Maryland. I pretty much went on the field. Yeah. So
well, thank you very much, man.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
This profile is brought to you by Patriot Gaming.
Oh, and I want to give a shout out to my friend Alex, my friend Will. Alex actually has worked on his DVD deck a lot, much like how I started working on the Blue Eyes deck. And Alex actually just straight up topped. He savaged so many people. And yeah, thanks a lot, Kevin.
Anytime, man. Thank you so much.
And shout out to my man Will. I don't know if I gave.
Will, get in the picture, man. Get in the picture.
Yeah.
Ah, there he is. Okay, guys, take care, everybody.